Hello, and welcome back. Whew, I sure took my time, didn't I? Well, I don't have any excuses. I will say that this game actually scares me a fair bit. I touched on this a little bit last time, which was, I don't know how many months ago, but you know by now how long it takes to finish a map of this game. And if you're not emulating it and using save states, you're gonna lose hours to one mistake, especially if you play like I do, the sort of Fire Emblem style of never let anyone die, which the game kind of enforces, especially because of how you lose squads permanently. And at this point of the game, it's not that difficult to lose one of your guys to a fairly small mistake. So let's see what these guys have. It's been a while. Don't remember their skills off the top of my head. Alright. It looks like... I wish I could check their skills right here. But it looks like they're going to load their APCR shells. Yeah, there might have been a way to check their soldier skills just on the mini-map. That would be very convenient, in fact. But yeah, so this is what's gonna get put... No, wait, no, that's the incendiary. Well, good thing I double-checked then. I'd much rather deal with incendiary than APCR. For reasons I've also touched on previously, aside from incendiary and other anti-troop shells not being able to be fired at close range by these AFWs, anti-AFW shells are the ones that kill you. So with that in mind, I'm actually not too scared of this guy. I could probably just knock him out right now. I would lose the last bit of shield on Weizsäcker, but... well, let's see who can attack him. It doesn't look that bad, actually. Now, I definitely want to take this village right away. But after that, I kind of want to hang back. I want to let these guys fight it out as much as I can. Actually, it might not be a bad idea to move Ryoko back over here, let's say. Because while I do want her to eventually move forward to deal with dear old dad, right now, she's in range of these three kind ladies and gentlemen. I'm a little surprised that this one can't reach her, but I guess I should be thankful for that. Actually, if I eliminate these guys, she won't be in too much danger. Now, being a medium, she'll probably attract everyone in range, but that's okay. She'll also be able to recover her troops at least, and she'll deal some good soldier damage to these guys. So I think that'll work out. And if they attack Weizsäcker, they deserve what they get. Kinsado, I don't know what to do with him right now. These are both anti-soldier units, so he can't really do good follow-up on whatever she does to them. Or maybe... right, I need to stop assuming that she's just going to clear all the squads in one go. That's not really what's been happening recently. Also, I should probably just take the time to think this all out while I'm doing this attack, because I don't really see why not. So my plan is... which one would I want to move forward? Probably Emilio. Move Emilio forward onto this village. He's definitely going to be attacked by this foreleg, but it might not draw out Minakawa yet. If he does draw out Minakawa, I'm in fairly serious trouble, but I'm going to bank on not being in range being good enough to keep him where he is. So, move forward, take the village, fend off the foreleg with the usual broken quick move stuff, and then move back. I don't really need to hold this village. So that's the plan. And then wait for any infighting to work itself out and deal with the attacks afterwards. If I still had to worry about the experience from the time limit, my plan might be a little different. But, well, it is what it is. Which is an extremely vapid thing to say. I don't know what I'm doing here. Ahem. I'd like to be able to just disable some of these opening animations. But what can you do? Alright. Actually, they can't really hurt my troops with that setup. Not very much at this range. Oh, that's a white phosphorus shot. Oh no, wait. Never mind. I was thinking about their in-crew shells. Silly me. That's the one. That's the one. So it looks like I'm gonna have some trouble dealing direct damage, but that's what aim or accurate fire is for. I might lose a little bit of damage due to distance, but that problem is probably not going to get better as time goes on. And I mean, 76 is pretty respectable against that brick right there. Wow, they're not moving forward at all? I'm actually a little surprised. Now I'm definitely gonna lose damage. Though I won't say no to a weapon hit. I'm kinda surprised that didn't unload them. I guess that's not what happens when they're already aiming. But it did throw their aim off nicely, so I'm not gonna complain. And that's the end of their smoke shot. That didn't slow us down too much. Oof. I think... yeah, if I fire and miss, I should have time for one more load for accurate fire if I have to. Well, that's inconvenient. That's also inconvenient. Well, I have 6 accurate fire left, so there's no need to worry. If I had paid more attention to when these guys were moving next, I might have even been able to save the maximum attack and follow up with someone else. I guess I'm getting a little sloppy because I haven't played this game in a while, but I'll try to check more thoroughly next time. Yeah, you're not gonna get bigger numbers than that from now on. Not past level 20. Or even past level 19. Yeah, I could have followed up with John. He's got an anti-soldier setup, but his normal shots hit plenty hard enough to follow up. Oh, well, okay. That's actually fairly helpful. Though I kind of wish that guy had attacked the foreleg instead. I can't really fault them for going for kills. And you'd better stay where you are. In fact, I don't plan to move Ryoko forward anytime soon, so recovery might not be a bad idea. Every hit point counts, potentially. So, let's see. I definitely don't want to move here. Ooh, yeah, I definitely don't. That would be 3 attacks, potentially. And they do like to pick on this guy sometimes, so I better not. So Jun could move forward, but that defensively would cause a kind of a bad situation, so maybe not. Now this is an interesting question. I actually like where Ayana is right now just because of the very wide possibilities. She'd be a pretty good responder to any kind of enemy move from here, so this is good too. Emilio, you move forward, of course. I'm gonna guess that anti-AFW on that village right next to their base would probably rather walk forward and punch the foreleg than get in a fist fight with my boxer up here. Where does Ippei go? He'd probably be able to move to a decent number of spots from here, so that might not be a bad idea. But where can they attack? Well, this one does have the ability to attack from there at long range, which would be a little annoying because I'd rather them attack the Red Army. So he's going to stay here for now. Alright, that's the sort of thing that I want to see. Because, let me check what they have, actually. Yeah, they have heat shells. Yeah, forelegs with heat shells are actually fairly dangerous because they can apply their damage pretty well at all ranges, and they hit fairly hard. And I've seen them just walk up to range 2 or even just right next to you if they think they can do a lot of damage. And sometimes they can. Probably the worst case in this scenario would be medium range because I couldn't walk forward and punch and end it right there. So what do I do? Wow. That one's probably going to retreat and recover soldiers. Who moves first? Actually, this guy might gang up on him. That would be great news for me. I could probably hit him really hard, but honestly, I don't know why. That would put him pretty far up ahead and could get attacked by everyone. And they do like to attack him. It just... whenever I see this situation in a tactics game, whenever they kill each other, I feel like, oh, don't do that. I'm losing out on XP. And I am, and it's not like there's any way to grind in this game. But as we've established, XP doesn't even really matter anymore. Which is, well, I haven't quite accustomed myself to that. It's a very strange feeling. That's probably why I never really got myself used to Advance Wars. It might actually not be a bad idea for me to move forward now. I could attack this one, maybe. Let's see if I can do it from here. When do they move? Yeah, they're definitely not gonna attack. Well, this one could, but that would be at long range, and John would just destroy them. So that would be fine by me. And this guy's definitely gonna punch the foreleg. So, yeah, it seems like a good idea. Although, let me check the turn order. I do take my time with this. Yeah, they're definitely moving first. As someone else has noted, I take a really long time to decide on my turns. But that's because, depending on what you do, it can take a really long time before that unit gets another one. So when you move, you're really committing. Well, so you say, but I hit you basically once and you die, so you're in just a teensy bit of trouble, I gotta say. Although, I am probably going to take an APC shell. They won't be able to follow up on John, not at this range. Well, okay, I lied. I just established that they can follow up, but it would be pathetic, so I'm not worried. Those AFWs do not do well at long range. Though, just in case something really weird happens, I'm gonna go ahead and snipe that last guy. I can only imagine that they took most of that damage fighting, oh yeah, of course they took that damage fighting against other AI. Because there's no way with that hyper morale they'd be so wiped out otherwise. So, since I have plenty of time, might as well get a good one. I was thinking about the way you go into villages and recruit guys. Now, we've been in North Japan for most of the games, and these guys are just being sort of inducted in my army. I think it's fairly clear that they're not being willingly recruited. I think. And I think the story would be more interesting if they touched a bit more on that idea. Either by acknowledging that, hey, this is really ugly, we're doing what we have to do to survive, but we can't ignore that we're causing these people suffering by being here. Either that, or they could at least acknowledge it by saying, oh hey, by the way, this is not really an isolated thing. I mean, karma didn't spring out of nowhere. There's plenty of guys in North Korea who are not happy with what's going on, and we could maybe recruit them, or... However, I'd like it to be acknowledged in some way. I feel like it could add to the story. So this can go one of two ways afterwards. Either that guy moves forward and attacks again, in which case it's definitely toast, or it goes back to heal, in which case it's gonna be not our problem for a pretty significant chunk of time.